Here we go. And we're back on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Not that there was anyone watching. Monstrosity, have you seen my 3D falling sand simulation at all? This is my, let me open up my main project. So this is my main project here. The 3D falling sand simulation. As you can see, I've made a very big mess. The simulation needs a lot of work still. I've been avoiding the task of fixing stuff. As you can see, there's a lot of particles that kind of stay floating. I think mostly on like chunk borders. The lag is really bad too. That's from chunks loading in. So this space is like infinite. Not vertically though. Right now the vertical space is limited, although technically it could be infinite because there are vertical chunks, but I just haven't bothered. But yeah, this is my main project. I haven't worked on it in a while though because I've been trying to work on my stream overlay. Let's go ahead and exit that. And pretty much all my stream overlay is right now is you can see up there in the top, the chat. Pretty much it. There's also the TTS, which is just that. Free TTS.
Free TTES.
If I can spell it right.
Free TTS.
I can also like type some stuff in the text box on my little dashboard here. Into the TTS box.
EKJFDSHGKLSDJ, FHGLKSDJ, HFGLKSJ, DHFGLKSJ, DHFGLKJSDHFGKJ, SDLSK, DHSLDKFJHGLKSDA, DAFHGLKSDAFG.
This is probably a bit too loud.
SDA, DBJA, SDA, SD. Codisva, GASDA, SDJ, SDA, SDA.
Okay, so
Thank you.
enough messing around with my TTS. I need to actually oh, I think what was it that I didn't end up wanting to do with this stuff? I was writing events to the database. Because the Rust library I'm using is weird. Oh, that's right. Okay. So I couldn't add events because the type is an enum and I don't really have a way to stringify that. And destringify it. And yeah. And that's pretty much like a good majority of it, because the thing that I do is I have these credits. So that's the other part of the overlay. I don't have a way to stop the credits. But yeah, I can run these credits. But I need these events for it. But I can't I don't exactly know how to deal with doing this with the database thing. I guess the other thing too was I was just being lazy. Oh, the other thing I needed to do was the WebSocket for broadcasting to the overlay. Have I done that? I think I have. Yeah, I have. Okay. Did I? Yeah, I did. There was some weird mutex shit that I was doing though. It was kind of not great. And I don't know I want to do chat commands either. See, there's just a lot of this stuff I wasn't sure how to handle exactly. All right, so let's start with just a chat message. There's also the starting announcement, add starting announcement and stuff that I need to handle, which is probably just another background task. So I guess I could just do this. All right, so we get the chat message. We need to broadcast overlay. We also need to buffer the last 10 messages. Hmm. Is there any sort of like stack in Rust? Um, why is this so massive? Collections. I mean, I could just probably implement something. Or I could just use a normal, like, uh, vector of some sort. And just do what I do in JavaScript. Let's put this here so I can do that. Alright, so we get the chat message, we get the event, receive chat message. Then we need to broadcast to the overlay. So this is all the database stuff. We create the user, update the username, set the chat of the stream, and add the XP. I don't know why I made this a separate function on the JavaScript side. Oh, I still need to update the title on Twitch and Kick. Software game development. And then I need to change it over on kick as well. There we go. Much better. So we've got all that. Then I need to do the chat commands and the auto shout out. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with commands. I also need to figure out how to do this. I think what I'll do is encapsulate this as well. So I'll make a struct overlay message event data. I could also just send the whole payload to the overlay rather than doing this, but then I gotta like unpack it and stuff anyway, so like this also needs to be serializable. So we have the username, which is probably a string, the message, which is a string, the message ID, which is a string probably, a timestamp. Why do I just have the timestamp like this? Is there a timestamp on the message? User ID. Badges. A vector of string. Definitely the color. So this just sends a raw string. Hmm. Should a JSON to value? This gets really annoying when you have type everything. I could also make it so send to all takes serializable. Then we could take the event type, which can just be a string. and data, which is of type T. And this can have a struct, broadcast message. So we have the, I think it's just type. Need to figure out how to rename, or the Serde rename. And then the data. So that way it can just be basically anything. And then this needs to be derive, serialize. We don't need to be able to, I guess we might want to be able to deserialize it.
Just a warning, ads are starting in 1 minute.
Because we'll also be receiving this as well. Thank you, TTS. So then send. Broadcast message. Event type. Data, Serde JSON to value, and we take the data. Then we need to Serde to string message. What port is this binding to? WebSocket listening on. This be in main. /5051. Overlay. This starts it on 5050. How the frick is this connecting then? Weird. That actually makes no sense, because I'm running on port 5050. The overlay HTML was on 5051. This is just reading the file directly in OBS. So how the heck has it been connecting then? That's interesting, I guess. Oh, wait. Is it? It might be failing to connect. Let's find this. So, socket and listeners. It must be. Yeah, okay. So it was failing to connect and then just doing that. I see. So we should make... I see. I guess it's fine. It means it'll prefer to connect to that, but that's probably not what I should be doing then. So I should probably take the overlay. I should probably duplicate this. Can I duplicate a file? Overlay 2. I'll just do that. So, okay, so now we have overlay 2. Where the heck is that? In here. So, we need to connect to 5051. We also need to tell this to reconnect to 5051. Then open this in Chrome. Oops. There we go. That way I can do this, and then we want to F12. So yeah, you can't connect to the WebSocket. So I should be able to run this, perhaps. So I can test things. So this I need to send to all. Let data equal overlay message Dina. Username. Event dot chatter username. The message event dot message dot text. Message ID event message ID timestamp by we'll deal with that later. Because I don't actually know what timestamp is. New date to ISO string. User ID is the event dot chatter user ID. Badges is event dot. There's gonna be some badges stuff on here. Source badges? Or is it just badges? That is a vec of chat message badge. And color is event.color. And then this is a chat underscore message and D. ToString. So we could probably test that. Let's go over to here. So I do test. So it does appear in there. But if I start cargo run, if it even compiles, which it probably doesn't. No, it doesn't. God damn it. Why just compile struct literal body without path? What did I do in here? Channel chat message delete JSON string. I don't know what I was doing there. Great. Of course, I've left a bunch of shit that doesn't work. Event.channel.id value borrowed here after move. God damn it. Username.clone. To your chat message badge type. Okay, so now it should be able to run. Okay, so it ran for a second and then crashed. Failed to create new user. Unique constraint failed. Okay, so I'm not handling... Why is it crashing though? Oh, because user already exists. So I need to change this query. Insert into chatters. SQLite insert into table if not. Create table. So we have unique. Insert or replace into users. Okay, so we want insert or replace. Probably, because then I don't need a update username. It'll just auto update. So insert or replace into. Create or update user. Then we don't need update username. Cargo SQLX repair. Great. What are you fucking erroring about now? No method named create user, right? So we don't need update username. Create or update user. Cargo run. Okay. So then over here, let's refresh. Uncaught unexpected token C command process does not valid JSON. Okay, so we are in fact getting the chat message. Let's go. Apparently I'm somewhere sending command processed. Where am I sending that? Overlay WebSocket. Ah, here we go. Handle client command. Yeah, okay. So client command. This is where received command fetch chat buffer. Yeah, I see. Okay. I changed this over to command. So I suppose then this should also be command as well. We don't need to rename. Well, okay, so coming from and to there, it can just remain the type on here because I don't want to have to go through all of this and try and fix it because I'm not going to know that it's a problem until it errors, and that's not going to be fun. So we'll just leave it for now. Okay, so it is working. Oops. So we need to actually also process commands from the client. So we received hello. Overlay message, WebSocket. Overlay message is just this, a command in a string, and then the data, which is a value, which we can then parse into whatever we want. Okay. Rather than just sending a message, this is all like example code. Sender.send, WebSocket sender lock. Right. Hmm. Interesting. Let me check something really fast. So I need a match overlay message command string. Received hello. So this is where we can start to do this. So there's the chat buffer. The chat buffer is going to be on the main thread. Man, I have much an appreciation for how the hell JavaScript freaking handles stuff like this. Let me think. So I need to... Maybe it's something I just store in the database? No, that's dumb and annoying, to be honest. Doing anything with a database in Rust feels annoying. um... Trying to think how I need to handle the events as well. Because storing the events in database is one of the big things of the overlay right now, but I just can't because the event type. I think serializing to and from it is the issue because it's an enum. But it comes in and out of the database as like a string. So I need to like convert it or somehow stick a SQLX like serialize and deserialize on it, however that works. I guess this is probably one of those things to probably ask the all-knowing Claude AI. Cause like I remember I tried to look into it and it's like I gotta fucking implement some SQLX objects and stuff. I just don't know Rust well enough to... Ah yes, warning me that this will clear the entire table. I might as well just drop the table. Because that'll probably also warn me about that. It's like, okay, yes, I know it will delete everything. That's what I want it to do. I was also trying to figure something out here. I don't remember where I left off that. Channel chat message. I was trying to figure out an easier way to, like, send data, but honestly, it's probably going to just be something like this, where I just have, like, a struct in, like, an inline struct here. It's probably the way I'm gonna do it. The other thing I need access to is the Twitch client from here, don't I? Yikes. Because this is some, like, cross-thread stuff. So I gotta do some, like, mutex things. It's kind of eh. Yikes. And it just makes the code not great. I mean, like, in this case here, dblock await, I could just then do the thing I need to do. Same with this sender. It's like, I could make this another variable, but like, I could also just then dot send. I should probably just make a function to send things. Because I'm going to be sending the same... I'm going to be doing... this. Send all. Which actually, yeah. Well, okay. But WS sender in this case would be per client. Handle client. Yeah, this would be, I think this is the sender is per client, right? Let's sender is the WebSocket sender lock. Send a message. Receiver. So this makes a receiver. Yeah, I think the sender is per client. So this would just be like a response to the client who sent this message, I think. I mean, I could test perhaps. Hmm. Yeah, okay. But if I wanted to send to all, which isn't really too big of a deal. I don't have access to this, do I? I don't have the WebSocket server, so I can't just broadcast all, at least not right now. I'd have to probably also make that a mutex of some sort. Man, what a pain this is. There's also a chat message buffer. So yeah, I need to find a better way to do some of this, I guess. It's kind of a mess. I don't have a list of clients either, do I? So I spawn this process every time there is a client. I'm not keeping a list of clients. But also I don't need to. Do I have access to this broadcast thing? WebSocket server. I don't think I do. Handle client doesn't have. It does have access to it, so I can subscribe to it. I mean, I guess I could, like, pass it down to the handle a client command. Broadcast tx.clone. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could, but things are weird when I do that, I guess. Yeah, I guess if I don't really need to. I don't think there's anything in here that, like, responds to, like, one client and then sends it out to all. Actually, no, that's a lie. There is. Because if I, like, on the controller. On the controller, I send, like, the run credits. Then that sends out to all of them to run credits. So I go down here. So if I do run credits, this broadcast just sends a broadcast back out saying to run the credits. So I guess I do need that. In all cases, do I just... No, I just client send. Okay, so in most cases I client send. If it's like a response to, whereas if it's like a trigger for all overlays. So yeah, I do need the the sending thing. Sriracha, this is hard stuff. She don't care. She don't care. She's just a cat. So,
Just a warning. Ads are starting in 1 minute.
thank you, TGS. Okay, so I guess then, yes, I should pass. So this moves. Broadcast TX. What is this? A broadcast sender string. I could also pass in a function. Like an object of some sort. Nah, that doesn't really... That's more work than I'm willing to do. So there's the respond to your whoever, whatever client sent it. And then there's a like broadcast all. So then this is gonna be error. So we need the broadcast tx.clone. And then to send a message through that is just broadcast tx send, and then you send a string. Okay. I guess I should make a function for this. Because I don't want to have to write this code multiple times within there. But I guess I also don't really do that often. Alright, I'm like all over the place with this code, LMAO. So when I get a hello, I just print received hello from client. Looks like it crashed. Invalid type integer 90 expected string. Oh, add break begin. Invalid integer expected a string. So one of these values is an integer that was probably so 90. Probably just an I32. There's probably the duration. Alright, so let's see. We handle hello. Fetch chat buffer. Looks like a sender. Why is this also a mutex then? Oh, is it because it was having trouble being shared between... Oh, because it's shared between this and this. I see. Okay, so wssender.lock.await.send UTF 8 bytes from... Then we need to stringify an array. And then this can be just... No. This can just be Serde2 string. What the fuck? Control C. Expected a reference. Dot expect. Failed to send message buffer to client. So if I stop this and run it, and then reload this. Okay, so we do get this in the log. We get the test to test2 in the logs, but they aren't appearing? What the fuck? Oh, it's just sending... I need to send an overlay message. Which is literally just this. Because we receive this and we also send it. get rid of that. Okay, so let's see. ToString from, and we want an overlay message command, and then this should be chat message buffer dot ToString, and then the data. JSON. Oh, because I need to do that. ToString. That is garbage looking, but yes. Alright, then undefined. Oh my. Oh, because these are supposed to be like messages. Yeah, okay, whatever. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, okay, that's fine for now. I guess I need to put a to-do on this. To-do implement chat message buffer. All right. Next, we have the fetch viewers. Which means that I need to bring the Twitch client into this. Yay. Oh my goodness. What a disaster. I guess I need some sort of like state object where I can like where I can just have like the Twitch client, the WebSocket, what else? Yeah, I guess the Twitch client, the database, and the WebSocket, at least the broadcast to everyone, and then that I could put in like a mutex, and then just be like, all right, state unlock yourself and or lock yourself and allow me to access you for a second. I guess that is maybe problematic though, because then it means that if I lock the state, if I lock the state, yeah, because if I lock the state, but then something on another thread needs, like if I lock the state because I want the database, But then on another thread, something wants the WebSocket. So I guess maybe that's not a good idea. Or maybe I just don't fully understand how it works. There's probably a better way than this stupid mutex stuff too. So fetch viewers, I'm gonna need the Twitch client. So I might as well at least like get all these fetch subscribers. Need the Twitch client. Send a message. That also needs the Twitch client. Need the Twitch client. Run credits. So this would be the broadcast TX. Okay, so run credits, reset stream. Okay, a lot of these start to do some wacky stuff. Should probably just make functions for controlling RGB with the commands interact with. But I don't remember. There's also this patch customer reward. Okay, so man, a lot of this stuff's just like things I don't want to do necessarily. Reset stream. I have no idea what this was. Update stream title. We need the Twitch client. To do need TTS. Broadcast custom. I think there's broadcast JSON data out. Yeah. Just broadcast the JSON data out to everything. Alright, so I'm going to end the stream here. Made some decent progress on this stupid Rust code. My goodness. Yeah. Let me go ahead and run the credits, because I keep forgetting to do that every time I do the stream. And we'll find someone to raid out to as well. Raid channel. Following. Thank you to everybody who chatted, and thank you to all my subscribers. I think you can see all the chatters there. Yeti, Fira, Monstrosity, thank you all for stopping by today. Let's go ahead and raid to Hypnotic Games. Let's do that. Alright. Starting the raid before I do my outro. Very good idea. So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Did a bit of vintage story and converting my stream overlay to Rust. Alright. Anyways, I will see you all later with another stream. I'm trying to get back into doing streaming more consistently. I'll probably start doing it in the morning my time, like early morning, like 6 a.m. We'll see how well that works out, though. It's kind of hard to get up at that time, especially when you have this little beast over here that likes to wake you up many times throughout the night. So, yep. All right. Thank you all. I shall see you later.